Welcome to Hustle System. My name is Mikhail, and I help people master their mindset, build a better business, and help you live your life on your terms. In this video, we're going to talk about minimalism and how to do more with less. I'm extremely excited to dive on in. And as a quick note, before we do that, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. It means a lot to me. And if you have subscribed but haven't clicked the notification bell, please click that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more awesome videos. Minimalism, right? Our life is filled with stuff. Always need more things, need to obtain more objects, need to acquire more meaningless possessions that we don't really need. And time again, I find that the more that I obtain of these things, the more I appreciate the things that I can't buy, the more I appreciate those special little moments, the more I value the human connection that exists. And so in this video, I want to talk about minimalism because as I've gotten to certain levels, I've started dialing back on the things that I need. And I would say I recommend you do the same because really there's very, very little that we actually need to survive. If you think about it, as humans, what do we need? We need air, we need water, we need a reasonable temperature, we need food, and we need, shelter in some capacity from things. And in the modern world, the scary thing is that we kind of have all of these things put together for us, right? It's all provided in a way, and there's very little actual necessity for survival. And so we start to attach the dopamine to other things, to objects, to acquisitions, to these things. And, there's this term that says less is more. Less is very much more. And I find that my level of happiness is directly proportional to how little I purchase things I don't want. And it used to be the exact opposite way for the first 30 years of my life. I aim to acquire as much as possible and get things. And they say, life is a game, money's the way you keep score. I don't necessarily agree. Life, if it was a game, I would say amazing experiences and emotions is how you would keep score with that particular game. So minimalism. Some approaches is to look maybe right now in your closet and ask yourself which of these things you actually wear. I looked in my closet and I realized I don't really wear maybe 60% of the stuff that's in there. And this is after a cleanup, after I dialed it back. It's always nice to throw on a suit. It's always nice to throw on that cool jacket every once in a while. That's all cool and dandy, but ask yourself, what is your time worth relative to the thing, right? So if you're gonna buy something, ask yourself if it's going to serve you, if it's going to help you, if it's going to be a value generating resource, or if it's a positive impact experience. And so the first part to minimalism is understanding that you don't need all the stuff you think you need, and you don't want all the stuff you think you want. You just feel like you need to have it in order to show off. And that's not really where it's at. Like, you shouldn't be wanting the Ferrari or the giant house or the mansion or the yacht or whatever for the wrong reasons, right? If you want to have it, get it so that you can build a beautiful family and have room for your kids to run around. But don't do it so that you can rub it in everybody's face, whoever hurt you, because I have that too. I got made fun of a lot. And I think we overcompensate. Most entrepreneurs overcompensate relative to a point of damage that was inflicted to us when we were younger. And so we say, okay, you know what? We'll be our own boss. We'll show them. And so we get all the cars, we get all the houses, we get all the stuff, we get all the assets, we build the team, and then we rub it in their face and we realize that those people aren't even paying attention. Or much less that we overcompensated so much that those people can't even comprehend what we actually did. And we realize, that whole time we weren't really living for ourselves. So understand this, minimalism, okay? 3 things. Number 1, start living for yourself. Start living for yourself. Even if you have family, if you have kids, start living for yourself. Be a little bit selfish. It's okay. It's going to be a little bit selfish, I think, in some of these regards, because when you fill up your own cup, you could fill up other cups first. So that's the first thing. The second is fill up your cup with experiences and really look at the value that every dollar you're spending is creating in your life. This was huge for me, where I started to decide, okay, do I want to take a good friend out to lunch, or do I want to go buy another t-shirt, another jacket, another pair of pants, another pair of shoes, whatever, right? Headphones, you just name it. Like, the list of things you're going to buy is going to always be infinite. You can't buy the entire planet. I'm guessing maybe if you were like super psycho, you could try, but there's like magnets out there, and that's cool if that's your jam. But even that has a minimalist approach. If you look at some of the wealthiest people in the world, Ray Dalio, for example, is very much a minimalist, right? Learn to appreciate the things that money can't buy. and understand the differentiation between money and everything else. Money has such a powerful place in our society that we tend to overvalue it. And if we really were to take a look and say, okay, what are the truly valuable things? Your relationship with yourself, with your family, with your loved ones, your experiences are going to prove far, far, far more valuable in the long term. And what you'll realize is that you don't need so much to have those experiences, right? It's always like, I mean, let me ask you an honest question. If you were to go have a dinner, okay? You could choose between two dinners. The first dinner has the fanciest restaurant with the nicest food, but the person that you're going with is kind of an asshole, doesn't appreciate you, and is going to treat you like shit. And the second maybe has a less fancy place, maybe it's a picnic in a park, but the person that you're going with, you absolutely love spending time with them. It's amazing, and you love each other and you treat each other really, really well. Which experience would you select? Which experience would you pick? I know some people that would actually still pick this one, and that's okay. If that's you, then there's probably still some growth that you have left to explore in your life, in your reality. And that's where starting to understand the value of things and that things aren't everything is where the minimalism kicks in. And the powerful thing that happens here is once you go, okay, I don't need to acquire any more things, now your mindset starts to shift. Your mindset starts to shift to being able to say, how do I build an amazing company? How to build an amazing team? How to make a bigger impact in the world? How to have more amazing experiences? And that's what life ends up being about. And as a result of that, ironically enough, because you build an amazing company, you're able to acquire more things. So it's this very unique kind of scarcity approach where when you want all the stuff, you get all the stuff, but you can't really afford it. And so you're coming from scarcity. But as soon as you say, I don't need all the stuff, you're now focused on all the other things in your life that actually have the exponential impact for you to provide value in the marketplace, which then results in money, which then results in you being able to get all the things without the scarcity. So that's kind of a funny thing. And again, I'm making this video because I've had several young people ask me, make a video about minimalism. How do I get there? How do I approach it? Ironically enough, if you have the itch, okay, if you have the itch, you're like, I need the new iPhone, I need the new car, scratch the itch, but do it quickly. Do it quickly. Get the new car, see how it makes you feel. It should make you feel good. It should make you feel good. But really separate that object from the sense of power you derive from knowing you obtained it. Those are two very, very different things. Having the actual object is one thing, but knowing, oh, I'm the type of person that has the power to obtain XYZ object, that's where the real power is. All right, so this has been an awesome video. Minimalism, we broke it down, we dove into it. If you have questions, look around your house. What is one thing you never use? What's one thing you never use, okay? And see if you can get rid of it. And I actually recommend starting to give away or get rid of objects that you don't use for about a year. So this was like a real epiphany for me when I moved. I looked through my closet and I'm like, I haven't touched this thing in like a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. And what am I gonna just move it into my new place and what, it's gonna sit there for 3 years? Kind of funny, right? So I just decided to give away a bunch of my stuff and it didn't affect my life at all. In fact, I just have more room in my place for things that I enjoy, things that I love, for more books, for more knowledge, for more space to lay around and do yoga, all these funny little things. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate you. I got lots of love for you. As always, this has been Hustle System. My name is Mikhail, and I help people master the mindset, build a better business, and help you live your life on your terms. I'll see you in the next one.